I think I got where I got today because two, three very important people in my life believed in what I was doing. And I believed them. My mother, for example, when I was photographing family portraits and nobody was interested in my work, my mother said, just keep photographing, don't worry about what people say, because someday a historian will be sitting and studying your photographs for flooring patterns. Actually, I didn't fall in love with the medium of photography. I fell in love with the idea of freedom that photography gave me. In the 80s, as a woman, it freed me from all social obligations. But gradually, as I saw the dissemination that photography could have, that's what keeps me really motivated, much more than the image making, which is a starting point, but it's really the dissemination. My photography style, I think, is to zone in on a person or a glass or a shoe or a building, to really give my 100% attention to listening to what I'm trying to photograph. There has to be this great connection with what I can't take casual pictures. The Hasselblad, became a part of my body. I don't know if there's any other camera in the world where that can happen. Certainly for me, it was the only one. So I used to call the Hasselblad my third breast. I used to always photograph at waist level and dig the camera into my belly and use my legs as a tripod. So it was an extension of my body, and even when I started to work with digital cameras, I take out my Hasselblad, my own Hasselblad, because I get a lot of power, a lot of strength from, I feel my hands were made for the Hasselblad, or the Hasselblad was made for my hands. So therefore, the award means even more than you can imagine, I think I don't know if I could have found this voice on my own. It's to do with the kind of people who supported me and mentored me. Walter Keller was one of them. But to have a publisher like Gerhard Steidl, who becomes like an accomplice in all the works that you want to disseminate, or a gallerist like Jane Hamlin, to have support of just those two or three people is all that really made me own this voice. You have hints of your voice. I think I knew my voice when I started, but then you go through education, you go through peers, colleagues, and I thought, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But finally, I've arrived back at where I started. It just took a long time to build the confidence to believe in that voice. I think the part I enjoy the most and struggle with the most is editing and sequencing. So I have tables like this filled with little prints, and I have to listen to the images. What do the images want to be? Yeah, I have a fun story from Frankfurt Airport last week, because they saw my camera and they whisked it with the brush, and then they said something in German to each other I couldn't understand, and the next thing I knew, there were 4 men with big guns around me and saying, "What is this? Put it on." And I said, "I can't put it on. This is before digital, but I can show it to you." So they were like, "But who's the photographer?" And I said, "I'm the photographer." And then they said, "Dame or Dame?" And I said, yeah, I'm the photographer. I get a prize from this camera now. So we weren't getting very far. And then I said, okay. So then I took the back off. I took the lens off. I put it back on. And then I put it on my belly. And I made these 4 guys come real close to me and look in the screen. And then I moved my belly like I dance with the Hasselblad. And they said, beautiful, beautiful. I think when I got my Hasselblad in 1997, it really changed my photography. So I'm not making plans for this, because I know, especially this one, is going to do something else. I don't know what, but to be able to travel with such a camera in my bag is going to make a huge difference. I can't say what will come out of it, and I mustn't say, because I think you can't plan too much. That's when it goes downhill.